Hello everybody and welcome back to React TCG, where I open up a pack of videos for your viewing pleasure. We've got 5 more death battles today, and it's a bit of a milestone. Episode 5. I'm popping these up pretty quick, but I think it's still a bit of a milestone. And Death Battle agrees with us, I guess, because we've got a bit of a special one at the end of this. That being said, it is a beautiful day for this. So yeah, let's get into it. We've got Link versus Cloud. We're in 2012. All right, we're starting to get up there. Um, let's see, who should we? Link versus Cloud. I'm a big fan of this. This is tough. I'm a big fan of Legend of Zelda. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. The remake's been, the remake of Final Fantasy VII, that's been pretty fucking fire. I think I'm gonna go with Cloud. I feel like he fights. I don't know. Link fights some pretty crazy stuff too. We'll see what they say in the video, but I'm gonna vote Cloud first. I think he's got this.
They're two of the most iconic swordsmen in video game history, known for taking on things way out of their league.
Link, the champion of Hyrule.
And Cloud Strife, guardian of the Lifestream, and Orphans.
Since both combatants use such vast player customizable arsenals, in this scenario they will wield what they are most comfortable taking into battle.
These are the weapons they choose to take into their fighting games. However, since standard skills, weapon traits, and armor
I'm gonna take for respective fighting franchises. Okay, so like Smash Bros. And what was it, Final Fantasy, like Dissidia? Set arsenal is attributes and specs taken from all canon sources, best possible armor taken from all canon sources, and no outside helps, no summons, fairies, stuff like that. Alright.
specified in Dissidia and Smash, we're taking those from their whole story.
And remember, in Death Battle, there is no outside help allowed.
Ah, but Boomstick, they have summons, and they're cool, and fairies, and shut up! It's our show, and this is the way we do it.
I'm Wizard, and he's
Fair enough.
Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find
But
out
who
who
would
would
win
win
a death battle?
Link is the legendary multi-incarnate hero of the Hyrule Kingdom. Humble and brave, he has battled the forces of evil for over 10 generations.
Each fairy hero is Link, haha, to each other.
No, Boomstick, he's not fairy.
Pointy ears, tights, magic, and look at that hair, fairy.
Every incarnation
I mean, kinda.
of Link bears the spirit of the hero.
Alrighty. Age around 17, height around 5'7", bears the spirit of the hero, is left-handed, skilled in boxing and sumo wrestling, multi-incarnate, and humble and brave, which is why he always gets the Triforce of Bravery or whatever.
Bestowing the unbreakable will and combat prowess of each previous owner.
Since he's got over 10 links of learning to work with, he's an expert with tons of weapons and magic, especially his iconic Master Sword.
This double-edged blade was forged by the goddess Hylia to slay.
Crafted by the goddess Hylia, repels evil, is indestructible, has a sword beam and skyward strike, deflects light energy magic, and got medallions. Bombos, which launches fire, Ether, which freezes foes, and Quake, which makes earthquakes. Makes sense.
Powerful demons. It repels evil and deflects light-based magic.
And when Link's in top shape, he can shoot beam thingies out of it. Why this changes when he takes a hit, I don't understand, but hey, lasers!
When low on energy, the Master Sword can still launch the Skyward Strike by calling upon power from above. In addition, it utilizes 3 magical medallions.
Fucking ads, man. And it's always for shit like this. Don't gamble. I hear so many stories, people like some people are like, oh, I made so much money, blah blah blah, and then the next day they fucking talk to me and they're like, I lost it all, I lost everything because I made a stupid bet.
However, the Master Sword is far from Link's only weapon.
He's got some deep pockets. He somehow carries around a boomerang and tons of
Boomerang can attack up to 5 targets, always returns. Bombs, 5-second fuse, water bombs, and bomb shoes. The hero's bow has fire arrows, ice arrows, light arrows, and silver arrows, and he also has his hook shot / claw shot.
the bombs, along with a hook shot, which lets him zip line his way around and bring things to him. Man, that really would have helped to get that last beer all those times on the couch. Probably still be married.
Doubt it. Link is an excellent archer and uses the hero's bow in conjunction with several different arrow types. However, much of Link's arsenal is more suited to exploration than combat.
Which is why he hides behind several layers of defense.
Red ring gives... sorry. The red ring gives him an extra 75% defense. Chainmail shirt is riveted. His golden gauntlets are bracers that can withstand over 1,000 tons. And he's got iron boots, hover boots, Pegasus boots, and the Rock's feather, as well as the Hylian shield.
Like the red ring, which reduces injury by 75%.
The golden gauntlets brace his arms against intense pressure, though do not increase striking power. He also carries 3 different pairs of boots.
3, huh? Told you he's a fairy.
The iron boots weigh 130 pounds, the hover boots float in midair, and the Pegasus boots with attached Rock's feather increase Link's speed and agility to superhuman levels.
But his best defense is the Hylian shield.
Originally crafted by the Thunder Dragon Lanayru, the Hylian shield is completely indestructible.
Link also has a little help from the goddesses via the Triforce of Courage. This tiny golden triangle embodies his ability to beat over...
Triforce of Courage, puzzle solver, has single-handedly beaten armies, fought a huge variety of foes, Z targeting, which is very fast reactions, well, allows for very fast reactions. I don't know why they would have it say equal very fast reactions. Whatever. Strong enough to throw armored Gorons.
overwhelming odds.
He is a puzzle solver, analyzing and exploiting his opponent's weaknesses even when there is only one possible means of winning. But while Link has the necessary tools to take on any opponent, his over-reliance on inventory over pure skill leaves him vulnerable.
Still, anyone who can fight a guy 3 times his size while wielding a sword twice as large as he is a badass in my book. With so many weapons and skills, there are few who could stand a chance against the hero of Hyrule. Plus, if he dies, we can always just clap and bring him back to life.
He's not a fairy!
Alright, so Link's pretty good. Like I said, I like Legend of Zelda. Twilight Princess was great. Ocarina of Time, all-time favorite. But I still think Cloud's got this one. Let's see what they say about his gear and stuff.
Cloud Strife, Guardian of the Lifestream, is no ordinary swordsman.
There's no way around it. He's a fucking super soldier. But damn, he's in desperate need of a haircut.
Impulsive and moody, Cloud strove to join the illustrious...
24, 5'7". Damn, he's 24. So he's like 7 years older than Link, and same height. That's sad. Superhuman strength and speed. Retains Zack's memories and skills, so they can compare him to Zack. First class soldier training, impulsive and moody, and has an inferiority complex. Yeah.
Soldiers of the Shinra organization. Instead, he was forcefully exposed to Mako poisoning, a raw energy drained from the planet itself.
And somehow it gave him all the memories of his dead buddy Zack, including his first-class soldier training. Thanks, strangely convenient planet poison.
That's not all Cloud inherited from his friend. His main weapon is Zack's Buster Sword, a colossal single...
Length 6 feet, width 2 feet, base power of 19, base accuracy of 96%, 2 linked materia slots, single-edged broadsword, and is passed down between Angel Zack and Cloud.
Edged blade. With his strength, Cloud can swing this much faster than any normal human.
Holy shit! Look at it! That's a man's sword right there.
The Buster
That's a
Sword
fucking...
contains 2 slots
That's
for
not even a
material,
sword,
condensed Mako
guys.
that grants magical abilities.
Like, that thing's a
However, since their
fucking
creation
monster.
damages the planet, Cloud has limited his materia use.
He typically carries the Firaga materia, which shoots fire at things. And in the last slot, we're giving Cloud his most iconic materia, Thundaga. This
Alright, so he's got Firaga, which gives him Fire, Fira, and Firaga, which is a projectile-based pyrokinesis, and use slightly decreases his strength. Like, do you mean like his overall strength, or like the strength of fire? I didn't know that's how materia worked. Whatever. Thunder, all 3 levels of Thunder spell, can summon lightning from the sky, can launch bolts of electric magic, and slightly decreases strength with each.
materia can shoot electricity and summon lightning bolts.
Cloud has an encyclopedia's worth of anger issues, which actually
Yep.
works to his advantage. He can channel his rage into extremely powerful limit break attacks.
Braver, Cross Slash, which lets him paralyze his foes, Blade Beam, Climb Hazard, Finishing Touch, Meteor Rain, which can launch up to 6 meteors, and Omni Slash version 5.
These emo-charged limit breaks range from paralyzing foes with cross slash to launching meteors from his sword. But his deadliest is the Omni Slash, a move so fast and powerful it practically guarantees victory.
As he doesn't carry any other materia, Cloud obviously wears Zedric armor. While this magical band has 0 materia,
Defensive strength goes up 100%, magic defensive strength goes up 98%, 20% power increase, halves all damage, 0 materia slots. Also has metal polydrum, and a ribbon he got from Aerith, which grants immunity to status ailments, and which includes burns, ice, poisons, and etc.
slots, it grants the wearer an extraordinary amount of defense, and halves damage received from elemental, magical, and physical effects.
Also, Cloud wears a ribbon, which makes him immune to all status effects like burns and stuns. Well, I guess that makes it worth wearing a friggin' chick accessory.
Cloud is brash and aggressive, but
Hey, he got that from, like, the love of his life, or a crush, or I don't know what she really was to him, but, you know, a friend.
not the brightest fighter. He often relies on overpowering opponents through sheer ferocity and brute strength.
Like a badass, you don't need to think too hard when you're strong enough to cut through frickin' sky.
Was he just wielding 2 Buster Swords there? That's crazy. No, he defeated Sephiroth and Genova 3 times. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I always forget how to pronounce Final Fantasy stuff. Killed Muhammad Sin. Works best as a point man in any team. Focuses on overpowering foes. Has survived several long falls and shrugged off impalement multiple times.
Scrapers, Cloud's single-handedly taken down quite a few powerhouses, like the giant Bahamut Sin and planet-busting Sephiroth. He's even been completely impaled and shrugged it off like it was nothing, multiple times. I mean, look at this shit.
It's impossible to deny, Cloud's superhuman abilities make him one of the deadliest swordsmen in video game history.
Even if he looks like a girl.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, I command you to obey the following message.
Hey, Boomstick, do you like...
Alright, so yeah, I think Cloud's got this one. But, you know, we'll see what Death Battle says. It's in the phase where they're starting to do some more research. They're starting to explain why they think, you know, that the person they picked should win. But we're still not there. Still not at modern Death Battle levels. Even now, people still complain about, you know, who they choose in the end. Remember this. It's all for fun. You know, they're not saying that, you know, this is who would win 100% of the time, every single time. They're saying, you know, they believe that, you know, you make them fight 10 times in a row, you know, this person's going to win majority of those 10 times. It's just for fun. They're, you know, they're doing their best, doing what they enjoy.
This death battle!
Fight!
Oh shit. Oh shit, you stunned him. Oh bullshit. Aw, that was bullshit.
Whoa! Chalk one up for the fairy guy! That was awesome!
In what might be the closest duel in death battle history.
Alright, 10 generations of this is Link, yeah. 10 generations of experience. Shield means better defense. Less predictable fighting style. Expert at finding weaknesses, can fight up close or at a distance. The smarter fighter and support items match Cloud's superhuman's abilities.
Link's combination of arsenal and strategy were just enough to defeat Cloud's brute force.
Not to mention his items helped him match.
And for Cloud, we got Genoa cells extremely vulnerable to the Master Sword's magic. I don't know if that's true. Naturally faster and stronger. Building limit breaks takes time, that's true. More predictable fighting style. Ribbon nullified the arrow's magic. Straightforward and predictable combat failed against Link's analytical style. I mean, I guess.
Cloud's superhuman abilities.
Cloud
Most of Link's analytical style, at least from Ocarina of Time, it's from, like, Navi, right? She's telling him shit about the people, like, him being his lock-on and everything. Whatever.
may be powerful, but Link's golden gauntlets were stronger. In Ocarina of Time, Link used them to lift and throw an enormous column of granite. As granite weighs 166 pounds per square foot, this means Link can withstand over 1,000 tons of pressure, surviving any of Cloud's assaults.
Cloud should have had his mind on more than just the Master Sword.
The winner is Link.
Alrighty. Winner's Link. What do we got next? Oh, Batman vs. Spider-Man. DC vs. Marvel. I love Batman. I love Spider-Man. But I love Spider-Man more. We're going with Spider-Man. Fucking Peter Parker. Dude's great, man.
They're the Guardians of the Night, the superhuman saviors of the...
I don't know if I'd say Spider-Man's the Guardian of the Night. But I get what you're going for, you know. He guards New York. Batman guards Gotham. I get what you're going for.
Lone and helpless.
Bruce Wayne, the Batman.
And Peter Parker, the Spider-Man.
It's no secret that given time for prep, both Batman and Spider-Man can defeat pretty much any opponent.
Which is why we're pitting them against each other with only their standard equipment, gladiator style.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Huh. I guess they couldn't. I guess they had some copyright issues or something. Volume just cut out there. Alright. Age 41, height 6'2", weight 210 pounds. His secret identity is Bruce Wayne. Net worth of $6.9 billion. Orphan and 12 master's degrees. Just gonna double check it's the video and not my laptop.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, alright. Skills. Knows 127 martial arts, peak human conditioning, bench press 1,000 pounds, leg press 2,500 pounds, master acrobatic and athlete, can survive in a vacuum for 27 seconds, genius intellect and strategist, master escape artist, ventriloquist, and an expert detective.
The ultimate flexible combat armor.
There we go. Alrighty. Weight 200 pounds. This is his bat suit, by the way, since we can't hear what they were saying. Weight 200 pounds. Nomex reinforced fabric. Fire resistant memory cloth cape. Bladed gauntlets. Steel-toed boots. God, I can't talk. Nose piece gas filter. 200,000 volt electroid network and designed to invoke fear.
While the pointy ears are a bit much for me, the armor can stop knives and gunfire.
His memory cloth cape can be used as a glider, and the entire suit is lined with a 200,000 volt electrode network.
I guess when you're a billionaire, you can afford to turn yourself into a frickin' human taser.
The gadgets from Wayne's never-ending funds don't stop there. His utility belt carries dozens of different tools that can get him out of practice.
He's got a grapple gun, a gas mask, tear gas, smoke pellets, bolas, tracers, transponder that summons bats, and of course the classic batarangs.
Practically any situation.
That belt has pretty much everything. Grappling hook, explosives, beer. Maybe not that last one, but mine would.
Notable gadgets include a gas mask, tear gas, smoke pellets, a kryptonite ring, remote detonated plastic explosives, and his trademark grapple gun. He also carries a large supply of collapsible shurikens.
The batarangs. And if throwing a razor-sharp object at people isn't enough, he's got several types, like electric shock, knockout dart, and grenade.
Despite having the build of an Olympic athlete, the Cape Crusader's greatest feats are attributed to his detective skills. He can anticipate attacks through muscle movement and memorize.
Has solved numerous unsolvable crimes. Invites near-death experience. Can best meta-humans in combat. Does not use firearms. Has single-handedly defeated Superman and the entire Justice League, and is the only non-powered founder of the Justice League. Is that true? I mean, Green Lantern is technically a founding member, right? And he's not. I mean, he's got powers because he has a ring. But take away the ring, he's a regular guy. You know, that's like take away Batman's stuff and he's a guy still. Add on that stuff and that's what makes him like superhuman level. I'm not saying he's not impressive without his gear. Just that, put him up against Superman with no gadgets, no kryptonite, no whatever. He's going down. I mean, Cyborg technically is not a superpowered person either. He's just got really cool prosthetics. Whatever, moving on.
As the smallest details, even the shape of a cheek he's punched. And while
Geez, like a train or something just went by my house. The whole place just shook.
Batman is only human, his achievements stand among gods.
He's a founding member of the team of superheroes known as the Justice League, and he's even fought Superman.
But while Wayne has no exploitable weaknesses, he is not perfect. His mental stability has often been called in.
Oh yeah, he's insane and he knows it. No exploitable physical weaknesses. Has to be rescued more than any other Justice League member. that true? It's actually kind of funny to know if that's true. Um, Mental stability is barely in check.
The question.
Well, let's see. His parents were killed in front of him as a child. He uses his money to beat the shit out of people dressed as a giant bat and keeps employing 12-year-old sidekicks. Yeah, he's clearly not all there.
But he is a survivor. He endured being broken in half, fighting the other members of the Justice League, complete disintegration, and being stranded in the past as a living time bomb of galactic destruction.
Wait, what?
Yet he somehow pulled through every time.
Why? 'Cause he's the goddamn Batman. Where are you? Here.
Boom.
The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man protects the streets of New York City.
Once Peter Parker was a wimpy nerd with no friends. Then he got bit by a radioactive spider that gave him weird bug powers. And now he's a radioactive superhero with no friends. Though after some practice and superheroing, he finally got himself laid. A lot, actually.
A clever photographer and
Yeah, bro.
Superheroing, he finally got himself laid. A lot, actually.
Bro, just look at that's not even all of them, my guy. Like I don't know if I don't think any of these are Silk. Yo, I think he stated She-Hulk. Dude I think he's got laid with Captain Marvel, for fuck's sakes. Dude is, I mean, seriously, he went from nerd to fucking, like, most popular guy in New York just by getting bit by a fucking spider.
a clever photographer and science major, Spider-Man is not only in
Alright, he is 25, 5'10". It's a little on the short side, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't measured myself, so I don't fucking know. 2'10". Secret identity of Peter Parker. Wow, guys, just fucking reveal his secret identity to the whole world. This motherfucker, he wears a mask for a reason. IQ of 250 is an orphan. Did you really have to point out that he's an orphan? I mean, Batman, it makes sense. They remind us literally every fucking movie. But, could I just mention his Uncle Ben died? I'm sorry. And it's a science major, because, like I said, he's a fucking nerd.
incredibly powerful, but also a genius in strategy and science.
That's not dissing him, by the way. Nerds are awesome.
Using these skills, he created 2 wrist-mounted web shooters, which let him swing around the city.
If he was so smart, wouldn't he make the web shoot out of his butt like a real spider?
No.
First, it's not their butt. It comes out of their...
Spider-Man, grab some webs like a spider can.
Each web shooter cartridge can hold a large...
Alrighty. Twin wrist-mounted, carousel loaded, webbing dissolves within an hour. Web fluid cartridges pressurized at 300 psi, and his webbing is strong enough to restrain the Hulk.
amount of pressurized web fluid,
And so can his girlfriends. I'll be here all week.
and features a rotating carousel to replace the empty ones.
His spider powers give him superhuman strength, speed, agility, and...
Wall crawling, superhuman strength, bench press 10 tons, top speed of 200 miles per hour, superhuman speed and reflexes, superhuman stamina and durability, foreign chemical resistance, and of course his classic spider sense.
durability. He can run up to 200 miles per hour, lift over 10 tons, and take a friggin' grenade to the face.
He can even knock a dinosaur out cold with a single punch.
Suck it, Denver!
Also, by altering his body's electron attraction, Spider-Man can crawl along any surface. But his most advantageous power is the spider sense.
It acts kinda like a warning signal, like caller ID when your ex-wife's calling for alimony.
Actually, the spider sense is much more than a simple alarm. It gives Peter omnipresent detection of his surroundings. This is how he swings through New York without looking where he shoots his webs. And unlike his human senses, it is not affected by gases and toxins unless specifically tailored to the spider sense itself. However, it's up to Spider-Man to recognize and react to its warnings, so it can be tricked if he doesn't think he's in danger.
Still, paired with his speed, Spider-Man is almost untouchable. He can even dodge automatic fire.
His unique martial art, the Way of the Spider, utilizes
Has defeated the Hulk, member of Fantastic Four and Avengers, developed unique way of the spider martial arts. Has more girlfriends than any other superhero. That I honestly believe. Destined teacher of Hope Summers, the ultimate mutant. Okay.
the spider sense to its fullest. Spider-Man can go toe-to-toe with the most advanced masters of combat, even while blindfolded.
No wonder other superheroes don't like this guy. I mean, the friggin' spider sense does everything for him.
Speaking of which, somehow Spider-Man once tried to join the Justice League, but was rejected by Batman.
Ouch. I bet he wishes he could fight old bats in a battle to the death. Oh, wait!
For all
About to wreck his shit. Revenge time, motherfucker.
his amazing powers, Spider-Man is not in.
His durability has limits. Spider sense can be tricked or disrupted by specialized drugs. Arguably naive and anti-spider pesticide ethyl chloride. Really, he's an actual spider. Like he reacts like an actual spider if I spray him with this shit. That's fucking hilarious.
Invincible. His bright and colorful costume makes stealth difficult, his durability has limits, and the oddly specific ethyl chloride pesticide is his kryptonite. Also, any enemy with speed comparable to his can outmatch his spider sense.
Still, if those are his only limitations, how come sometimes he gets shot by a stray bullet?
Lazy writing.
Wait! Who are you?
You know who I am.
I do?
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a
Commercial break.
commercial break!
Alright. I think Spider-Man's gonna freaking kill Batman. It's time for him to get some revenge for being turned down. You know. I would have fucking voted to let Spider-Man onto the Justice League. Dude's awesome.
You got a black belt and stupid if you think you're gonna beat me.
Fight!
Just not your day, pal.
Less clips, more fighting. Come on, fight. Yeah, come on, Spidey. Oh no!
Having fun yet?
Come on, Spidey. Yeah!
It's all or nothing.
Yeah! Fuck you, Batman.
Sorry about that. Web swing!
Damn, that was brutal! Show it again!
Despite Batman possessing more skill and knowledge, Spider-Man's abilities ultimately overpowered his arsenal.
To be fair,
Alrighty, he was stronger and faster than Batman, had spider sense which counters Batman's stealth. Batman's gases and drugs do not specifically affect his spider sense. Way of the Spider martial arts matched any of Batman's. His main villain, the Green Goblin, shares many similarities with Batman. Alright, fair enough. And no easily exploitable discovered weaknesses. Which, yeah, Batman, he's met Spider-Man, but he wouldn't know about his weaknesses. So, he wouldn't have a contingency plan already ready.
Bats might have been able to deal with Spidey's strength and speed, but that damn spider sense changes everything.
Right, the spider sense counters surprise and stealth, Batman's most valuable weapons.
But how could Batman lose to a wimpy spider nerd when he defeated the entire Justice League on his own?
Many of Batman's great...
Well, he knows who the Justice League are, he knows their weaknesses, and he knows how to exploit them. You know, Batman is so good in his universe because he has so much knowledge that he seems to know about everyone, or at least can figure out how their powers and stuff works right after meeting them. As far as I know, though, there's no one in the DC universe that's got powers like Spider-Man. And even if they were, you know, he could maybe negate, you know, the sticking and his webs. But you can't really negate his durability or his spider sense or, you know, any of that stuff without directly affecting his DNA somehow. Anyway, Batman was smarter and more strategic. His armor held up for the most part, could escape any trap, but some needed more time than others. Fair enough, he probably could have broke out of that web. But, you know, not before Spider-Man came flying in and kicked the fuck out of him. 200,000 volts is a minimum requirement for standard tasers. Okay, so not as impressive as it sounds. Slow, analytical approach trumped by Spider-Man's speed and boldness. Yeah, dude don't give a fuck.
Greatest achievements have required weeks or months of preparation and planning, which can hardly be compared to the one-on-one confrontation of a death battle. Keep in mind, if we had given Batman prep time, the same would be done for Spider-Man.
And all of Wayne's money and the Commissioner's men couldn't put Batman together again.
The winner is Spider-Man.
Alrighty. Okay, Pikachu versus Blanka, Pokemon versus Street Fighter. Now, I believe this is a wild Pikachu. If it was Ash's Pikachu, this would be a no-brainer. Pikachu would be winning this. But I think Blanka's gonna win this. Because, like, he's a Street Fighter and a monster. Pikachu's just a small electric rat.
When you think of an electric charged combatant, these two always come to mind. Pikachu, Ash's first Pokemon.
And Blanka, the man-beast of Brazil.
I'm Wizard and he's Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Standing barely over 1 foot tall and weighing less than a newborn baby, Pikachu is the quick-footed electric mouse Pokemon, and the first under the command of Ash, a 10-year-old trainer.
Well, they are using his. But, like, Ash isn't going to be a part of the fight, is he? So then what's the point of using his Pikachu? It's going to be at a disadvantage regardless. You know what I mean? Like, either you don't use Ash's Pikachu, and it's at a disadvantage because it's not Ash's Pikachu. Or you use Ash's Pikachu, but you don't use Ash, which puts his Pikachu at a disadvantage because he isn't there to command it. Whatever. 1'4", 13.2 pounds. Ability static, which can induce paralysis. His Pokedex number is 25, dislikes his Pokeball, likes ketchup, can absorb and use more electric power than any normal Pikachu.
Trainer from Pallet Town, because you don't need puberty to travel the world by yourself.
Pikachu is now Ash's most loyal and trusted companion, but he sure didn't start that way.
Actually, now that I think about it, this is back in what, 2012? What generation of Pokemon was out during then? This is showing games. So probably only up to Generation 4 was available when they did this. Maybe Generation 5. Either way, I still think Blanka's going to win, because he doesn't have Ash backing him up. And he is still just a small electric rat. And at Generation 4 or 5, I can't really think of any major crazy stuff.
He was actually kind of a dick. Then again, if a 10-year-old was trying to trap me in a tiny ball and make me fight other creatures to the death, that'd probably fuck him up too.
Being so small, Pikachu has low stamina and physical strength, but more than makes up for it with speed. However, his EV training was arbitrary and inconsistent.
EV what now?
Effort value training. Every time a Pokemon wins a battle, one of its abilities improve depending upon the opponent. Taking the first seasons of the show into account, we have compiled an estimation of Pikachu.
HP below average, attack average, defense below average, special attack average, special defense below average, speed above average. Yeah, we gotta factor in the fact that his Pikachu is also apparently stronger than every other Pikachu. So I'd boost all of those at least once. I'd say HP average, attack above average, defense average, special attack above average, special defense average, and speed would be like majorly above average.
Statistics upon reaching his maximum level. By defeating so many Spearow early on, Pikachu's speed is off the charts.
The little lightning rat isn't just quick. He's got two incredibly powerful weapons built into his face. Those aren't just rosy cheeks. They're electricity sacks, which he uses for attacks like his trademark Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt, an electric attack with 10% chance of paralyzing its target. Thunder, another electric attack with 30% chance of paralyzing its target, but has a low accuracy. And Quick Attack, a normal type physical attack, which increases priority over opponent's attack.
And when that won't do the trick, he can use the extra fast Quick Attack to surprise his foes, or Iron Tail, which turns his tail hard as steel. Electro Ball.
Iron Tail, steel type physical attack with 10% chance of lowering defense. Electro Ball, electric type attack, which deals more damage to slower targets. Is Blanka considered a slow target or a fast target? Let's see what they say. And Volt Tackle, another electric attack, but this one's a physical one. 33% recoil damage back to Pikachu, and 10% chance to paralyze.
Ball is a projectile that for some reason deals more damage the slower an opponent is. But when things get serious, he'll bust out his greatest attack, the Volt Tackle.
The Volt Tackle strikes with the force of a mouse-powered Megaton warhead, but there's a catch. Pikachu receives recoil damage equaling 33% of the total damage dealt. This move cannot be used lightly.
Well, that's dumb. It's like, hey, I can kill you, but I'm gonna blow up my arm.
That's kind of weird.
Regardless, Ash's Pikachu is astounding. He's like a living battery, weaponized. Not only can he discharge an enormous amount of power, he can also absorb...
Strong against flying and water foes, which doesn't matter in this fight. Developed Thunder Armor move, which again doesn't matter in this fight. Developed counter shield move, developed spin dodge, beat Drake's Dragonite with help, defeated Brandon's Reggie Ice alone, and Team Rocket's worst nightmare. Facts.
Electricity and use it against his foes. In fact, he can conduct more wattage than any ordinary Pikachu, making him one of the toughest of his kind.
Yeah, but he's got his limits. Get too much electricity stored up and boom, no more Pikachu.
It's true, Pikachu is still a tiny mouse Pokemon with very clear limits. And even though he has long...
Small and fragile, little solo battle experience, which is why I don't get why they're using this specific Pikachu. Susceptible to overcharge, poor defense against ground-based attacks, which doesn't matter. Weak special attacks against dragon, electric, grass, and ground foes, again, doesn't matter, and refuses to evolve.
Long since reached his maximum potential, he refuses to evolve into the vastly superior Raichu due to some pretentious excuse of love and acceptance. What a waste of potential. Can you imagine how powerful he could be as a Raichu?
But Pikachu's accomplished quite a lot of impressive feats on his own. He's beaten legendary Pokemon and developed new fighting techniques like the counter shield and mid-air spin dodge. He may be the size of a squirrel, but he's one tough fighter.
Pikachu!
As a child, Jimmy Blanca was a pale-skinned Brazilian boy. That is, until the horrific plane crash,
Like Lost.
of which he was the sole survivor, stranded in the Amazon. Trapped in an area filled with dangerous predators, he was forced to camouflage himself.
Height 6'3.5" 217 pounds. James Jimmy. His real name is Jimmy. Alright. What does he prefer, though? Like, you say James and Jimmy, but which one does he prefer? Don't want to be rude. Especially when dealing with this fucking... Look at this guy. Hunting. Electrical work. Previously pale-skinned. Friends with Dan and Sakura. Oh, god damn it. Survived in the Amazon for years.
Day and night. After many years of this, his skin absorbed enough chlorophyll to turn a permanent green hue.
Really? I always thought he was just some kind of jungle monster beast guy.
Despite his appearance, Blanca is actually
Kinda is,
extremely
though.
passive and gentle. However, piss him off and he enters an unstoppable bloodlust.
Well, that seems like a pretty drastic change.
But before he was old enough to fight the predators himself, he was forced to live off electric eels as his primary food source. After years of this diet, he developed a high resistance to electricity and somehow gained the ability to produce similar electric shocks.
Be right back. Hitting eels?
Nope, Boomstick, it doesn't work like that. Plus, we kind of have a show to do.
Fine, but afterwards I'm proving you wrong.
Okay. Blanca eventually found his way to civilization by complete accident and found a friend in Dan Hibiki, the absolute worst street fighter on Earth.
Ah, Dan. Couldn't get any real people friends, so you had to resort to Jungle Frankenstein over here.
After arriving in the city, Blanca entered the Second World Warrior Tournament and discovered he was one of the most agile competitors there, leaping and ducking around his opponents with ease like a jungle monkey, which is basically what he is.
He uses a self-taught martial art, which he learned while fighting...
Amazon River Run, Rock Crusher, Electric Thunder, Beast Roll, Vertical Beast Roll, and the Backstep Beast Roll.
Friggin' crocodiles and jaguars, that's what.
He has several unique attacks, like the Beast Roll, with which he hurtles through the air like a bullet, obliterating all laws of physics.
I don't know which jaguar or crocodile taught him that move, but shit, I want it. That aside, he's also got a few super moves. The Grand Shave Roll is a chargeable...
Chargeable Spin Attack, Shout of Earth, can electrify the ground or shoot a bolt straight up, and the Lightning Cannonball, which is an electric spin attack.
Spin attack, and with Shout of Earth, Blanca can fire off a wave of uncontrollable electric energy. But you really gotta watch out for the Lightning Cannonball, where he rockets forward as a spinning ball of electric death.
Blanca is a deadly fighter and obviously an extremely tough survivor. However, his greatest weakness comes from his lack...
Likes to be docile, susceptible to the cold, and has never won a tournament.
of formal training. In fact, the only training he's ever had was under the tutelage of, guess,
Don't say it.
Dan Hibiki.
God
That's
damn
like
it.
anti-training.
And yet he has proven his combat skills time and time again, though he did not
Grew up alone in the Amazon, honed his skills against predators, found his long-lost family, is a local hero, represented Brazil in the Second World Warrior Tournament, and is immune to most viruses.
win the World Warrior Tournament. He was picked from hundreds to represent Brazil, and through it rediscovered his mother and hometown. At long last, Blanka had come home.
Most terrifying family reunion ever.
I don't know, they all look pretty happy.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Wait! I accidentally deleted all of my porn! What do I do?
Carbonite Online Backup provides
Yeah, but he already deleted everything, so this isn't gonna do him any good. There's nothing you can do, buddy. You're fucked. Alright,
bonus months.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Fight!
Blanka, dinner time.
Not good enough.
Like, the electricity, it's not gonna do much to either one of them, right? So this comes down to a battle of, like, strength, which means it's a grown man versus a tiny rat. And he grew up fighting animals and hunting them and eating them and shit. He's got this. Come on. Get up. Oh shit. Bloodlust. Yeah, there you go. Just fucking eat him.
You know, I've always wanted to eat a Pokemon.
Boomstick. Me too.
What? They look delicious.
Pikachu may be powerful, but he can't compete with Blanka's
Is an inconsistent glass cannon, has improper training, too reliant on trainer commands, which, like I said, I don't get why you use this Pikachu. Not that I think it would have changed if you used a wild Pikachu, but you wouldn't have these problems. Resistant to electric attacks, much faster, and had lower stamina and strength.
ruthless skill.
Even though Pikachu was clearly quicker on his feet, his attacks had little effect. Blanka could resist the electric attacks, and the Iron Tail is a steel-type move, which
Better survival skills, resistant to Pikachu's attacks, longer reach, quick enough to keep up, better stamina and strength, had experience killing small animals, and way more
as we
lethal.
all know, is weak against electricity. Pikachu's only option was to outmatch Blanka's physical strength and stamina, which was just too much for the little guy.
And despite keeping a clear head, Pikachu rarely shows any exemplary competence or aptitude on his own. Many of his greatest achievements are actually a result of his trainer's quick thinking or downright luck.
Everything was going well until Pikachu lost his head.
The winner is Blanka.
Next time on Death Battle.
It's He-Man versus Lion-O. Alrighty. My mom was always a big Thundercats fan. But me personally, I was more into He-Man growing up. I didn't like the remake, the one in like 2000 something. The original one was better. So I'm going with He-Man.
Was brought to you by Netflix. Ah, the glorious 80s, that odd era of big hair, guitars, and goofy muscular heroes of questionable sexual preference.
He-Man, Master of the Universe.
And Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's go, Cringer. He-Man and Battle Cat are about to make an appearance.
Prince Adam is the pathetic, bumbling son to the royal family of Eternia.
Bro.
Then one day, a bird-clad sorceress gave him the secret power.
The alter ego of Prince Adam, 6'11", 320 pounds, descendant of King Grayskull, leader of the heroic warriors, and trained by the Man-at-Arms and Tila. Why does it have a question mark when it says an excellent singer? Okay.
Of Castle Grayskull, transforming him into He-Man, the most powerful Chippendale in the universe.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said,
By the power of Grayskull, I have the power.
Wait, that's his origin story? He just thrust his sword up and down and yelled some random shit until he turned into a near-naked superhero?
Well, more like a cheap action figure.
He-Man possesses Herculean strength, speed, durability.
Herculean strength, super durability, super speed, super breath, can create a tornado, and is an acrobat.
And a super breath which can blow over most foes. And probably a few other things, if you know what I'm saying.
Come on. It was like the 80s. All the fucking, superheroes and shit look like that. It's not gay. Don't make fun of him.
The indestructible power sword is the conduit for his imbued abilities, and has some unique powers of its own.
Like any good...
Power sword. Indestructible. Boomerang throw. Deflects destructive rays. Merged with the sword of the ancients. Has other magical properties. He also carries bolas, a grappling hook, a shield, and a Corrodite battle harness, which multiplies his strength tenfold.
Sword, it deflects lasers and can also do a bunch of other random stuff, like magnetize special rings or tie people up with magic S&M.
And while he is skilled enough to throw his sword like a boomerang, he occasionally uses ranged gear, such as a grappling hook and bolas, to battle the evil of Skeletor.
But I don't know where he's keeping those things. I mean, he's pretty much new. Whoa! You'd think he'd keep it in his battle harness made of Corrodite, which, by the way, further multiplies his already insane strength by 10.
That's what the sorceress fashioned this harness from. It helps add to my power.
Prince Adam is not the only one getting a power-up. He has an adopted cat, whom he saved from the jungle at a young age.
He named him Cringer, cause, well, he's a little bitch. But whenever He-Man transforms, he zaps the little pussy, turning him into the ferocious Battle Cat.
Despite Cringer's reluctance
Alright, but these are one-on-one fights, right? So he's not gonna be... Is he gonna be part of this?
and downright refusal to do so.
He's kinda like the Michael Vick of cartoon heroes.
Oh no, my mother didn't raise any foolish children.
Granted, Battle Cat is a tremendous asset. He's so vicious, it's implied that if he doesn't transform back...
Alter ego, Cringer. Height, 5 feet on all fours. Damn, on all fours? Can you imagine if he stood up? 500 pounds. Tiger, dragon, mixed breed. Vicious and volatile. He-Man-like powers, which gives him super strength, super speed, and a roar that can cause earthquakes.
Into Cringer, he could go on an unstoppable rampage. After all...
Damn. That'd be crazy. Now I want to see a what-if story of him not turning back. He just goes on a rampage. Or like, fucking He-Man gets kidnapped or something, so he can't turn back. Or He-Man dies or something, he just goes crazy.
He is half tiger, half dragon.
Gimme!
He-Man has moved
That's fair. I want a half tiger, half dragon.
Half tiger, half dragon.
Gimme!
He-Man has moved mountains, reversed a tornado, ran in circles fast enough to create a vacuum.
The fuck?
And dug to the center of the planet.
I love Boomstick's reaction.
Tornado ran in circles fast enough to create a vacuum.
The fuck?
And
The fuck?
dug to the center of the planet with nothing but a broken stalactite.
The double fuck?
The
He even
double
shattered
fuck?
Photanium, the strongest metal in his universe.
Boomstick, man. Sometimes he's just the best. Moved a mountain, lifted the city of Arcadia, reversed a tornado, can break Photonym, has battled Superman, pushed the moon, and has done many other seemingly impossible things.
When even his closest friends believed it would be too much for him.
And he traded blows with Superman.
Wait, did
When
what?
even his fuck, he even shattered Photanium, the strongest metal in his universe. When even
Oh,
his
okay.
closest friends believed it would be too much for him.
And he traded blows with Superman. You know, that one guy who can lift entire planets and maybe
Shut up. Shut up. We'll get to that later.
killed your favorite person ever? That one.
Well, he's not that strong, but he did manage to push a moon once, or twice. But despite his miraculous strength, he is not invincible. Enough raw force can revert him back to the...
Can be reverted back to his atom form with extreme force. Power of Grayskull can be relinquished. Lacks any deadly ranged weaponry. And has limited experience with violence.
far more vulnerable state of Prince Adam. He also despises violence, preferring to outsmart opponents, and thus has much less physical combat experience than you'd think.
Still, he's pretty good at beating the ever-living crap out of people, no matter what planet or series he's on.
That's right, the 1990s New Adventures of He-Man is technically the same He-Man we all know, giving him much more experience.
This is the shit I was talking about. That shit. Look at this. This is awful. Fuck that. Like,
He-Man is technically the same He-Man we all know.
this is He-Man. Not that other guy. Plus, watch what he's about to do.
Giving him much more...
Bro, just, he put that fucking... He put the chain back together. Like, how?
More experience.
Wait, what was that?
Shh, this is vital.
No, go back, right there.
There you
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
go, fella. Good as new.
What? Okay, so it's broken. I guess I'll just magic it back together.
The magic of the 80s, Boomstick. The magic of the 80s.
Magical lazy writing.
That too.
Next time you might try knocking first.
Let's get this show on the road.
As a child, Lion-O barely escaped the destruction of his home planet Thundera. His father sent him to Third Earth with 5 Thunderian nobles to uphold the royal lineage.
You know, I'm really getting tired of people ripping off Superman.
But the Kryptonian comparison stops there, as en route to...
You know what I'm getting tired of? I'm getting tired of alien planets being like, oh no, we're gonna be destroyed. What should we do? Let's put one of our fucking kids in a rocket and launch his ass to Earth. You know how many problems you're causing for us Earthlings by sending these fucking aliens here all the time? Cut it out. Find somewhere else to dump them. Dump them on a fucking moon somewhere. I don't fucking care.
Third Earth, a suspension capsule malfunction, or something it's not really explained, caused his body to age 10 years.
During that time, he grew in size, but he did not grow up.
What's going on? Oh,
Oh, we missed the cute kitty stage.
Yep.
Shut up, kittens are adorable.
Yep.
As the newly crowned Lord of the Thundercats, Lion-O is the leader of the group.
13 mentally, 23 physically. 6'4", 225 pounds. Thunderian, Lord of the Thundercats, trained by Thundercat nobles, and has command over all cats. Okay, so yeah, even if Cringer joins the fight, he can control him. But I'm thinking this, the fact that he's only got a brain of a 13-year-old, is probably going to give He-Man a big advantage.
And commands all of catkind.
Lion-O has power over all cats!
Against the evil forces of Mum-Ra, Lion-O was forced to mature on the battlefield. He is a quick learner, helped by his cat-like abilities and attributes.
Which means he's got superhuman agility and senses.
Right. For example, while a human's nose has 5 million odor-sensitive cells, a cat's has over 200 million. Cats can hear 5 times better, have panoramic vision, and use their whiskers like antennae to scan for trouble, meaning it's actually very unlikely for curiosity to kill a cat.
Come on, that's just a saying.
Unless they're distracted by bright shiny things.
Lion-O wears a manly sports bra and wrestling shorts, and doesn't seem to own anything else. Guess.
Okay, he was put in a pod and launched into fucking outer space. I don't think he had time to pack.
Someone forgot to pack, clothes for the interplanetary trip. Wardrobe aside, he wields the Sword of Omens, a pocket-sized dagger which transforms into an epic blade after the most badass battle cry ever.
Thunder, 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 thunder touch. Oh.
It's an extremely durable, double-edged blade that cuts through stone and steel with ease.
Cuts through most material, extends immeasurably. Okay. Can be summoned from a distance, is capable of flight, can cast force fields, and is capable of sword beams, lightning, fire, and varied temperatures, taser, guiding beam, scattered explosive beams, and many, many more.
It can fly, make force fields, and shoot over 15 different kinds of beams. Lightning.
Damn, 15 different beams. So he's definitely got the edge in range. I think He-Man's got the edge in strength, though. And definitely in, strategy and shit, because he's an actual adult. And not a 13-year-old fucking man-child. But then again, Lion-O might have more battle experience because the whole engaged in a war thing, whereas He-Man doesn't like to fight. I'm still going with He-Man.
Bolts, fire blasts, and even a tractor beam which Lion-O can guide things with, which is great for when you're on the couch. Sword of Omens, bring me snacks beyond snacks. And a beer.
The sword's power stems from the gem housed in its hilt, the Eye of Thundera, a legendary jewel with limitless magical power, which its wielder can call upon even from a...
Wow, it's a separate living entity? Okay. Contains limitless magical power, grants super strength, alerts of relevant danger, source of Thundercat life, and gives sight beyond sight, which allows you to survey events across space and time, visual and audible, and cosmic and magnetic fields can interfere.
Great distance, such as inside a black hole.
Sword of Omens, come to my hand.
It is powerful enough to hold an entire planet together and can spy on people and events across space and time.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
He wears the Claw Shield, an extremely durable claw glove thing, with which, in his first outing, he effortlessly punched down a tree. Hey, that's just like how I catch squirrels for supper.
The Claw Shield may be small, but it's proven effective against blades, blows...
Extremely durable. Has 4 grappling hooks, claw shot, smoke screen, highly reflective surface. Claws are capable of piercing stone, and small and portable in size. Works as a sheath for the Sword of Omens.
And lasers. As a bonus, it has 4 grappling hooks, a smoke screen, and functions as a neat little scabbard for the Sword of Omens.
But the Claw Shield can't protect him from everything.
While Lion-O is certainly quite sophisticated for an oversized 13-year-old man kitten, he is still somewhat immature and hot-blooded. Also, both Lion-O and the Eye of Thundera share a common...
Thunderium, very reliant on eye. Minimal education, somewhat immature and hot-blooded. The eye is the source of his life.
weakness to a glowing red rock called Thundranium. okay, I lied. There was one more Superman ripoff. While the eye is one of the most powerful weapons ever conceived, it may also be his greatest weakness. Turns out it's the source of life for all Thundercats. So if it's destroyed, so is Lion-O. And his entire race.
I know! I'll bring it into constant danger and get disarmed a lot!
Still, Lion-O is stronger, smarter, and faster than any...
Lifted through an ancient spirit of evil. Beat Pantharo in a contest of strength. Beat Chitara in a 5-mile sprint. Pulled an escaping starship down. Survived the planet's core. Survived the vacuum of space and held together a broken planet.
Other Thundercat. He can pull down a spaceship attempting escape velocity and won a foot race against Chitara, who can run 120 miles per hour.
Oh, and look, he fought Superman too.
He's tough enough to survive boiling water, the molten core of the planet, and even the vacuum of space?
80s magic, Wiz. 80s lazy writing magic.
Yep.
Sword of Omens, give me power beyond power.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, hello Netflix, my old friend.
God, I don't know when that song was popular.
Okay, Cringer, let's try this again. This time, no whining, okay?
Oh no, not again.
By the power of Grayskull! I have
The pain.
That sounds like trouble. Thunder. 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 Thundercats. Sword of
Had to have them both fucking say their classic fucking catchphrases.
Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
All right, Battlecat. Let's go do something normally perceived as impossible.
Stop right there. You would mount that poor pussy like some sort of mule? You
Come on, guys.
muscular fiend! Noble tiger, turn on your master!
Ugh, he must have control over animals. That should keep you
Just fucking uppercutted him.
busy for a while.
I am Lion-O, Lord of the Thundercats, and you will pay for your animal cruelty!
I am He-Man. Back off, feline. You are clearly not equipped to... Oh.
Fight!
Yeah. Surrender. You are defenseless.
I've got plenty of tricks left.
Have to clear this. There. Now where did he go?
Sword of Omens, come to me!
I heard that.
Hey, man.
Yeah! Not so fast!
Oh shit.
Want to keep going? Looks like you're a bit tied up at the moment.
Sorry, Catman, but you won't string me along that easily.
Fucking 80s butt.
A whirlwind should blow him off course.
I think I've got a hairball!
Oh, got him.
Feel the power of Thundera! Now to finish you off! Wait, where did you go? Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight! A mountain. Why show me this? Wait a minute. That's impossible.
Yeah, he does that.
Thundera! Sword of Omens, give me power beyond power!
Oh shit. Fucking him up.
Time for the climactic finale!
Yep. Told you.
That's not possible!
Again, kind of his thing. He just kind of does the impossible, man.
You are finished.
Oh.
That gem, it's looking at me.
Yep.
Grayskull, give me the strength of the castle's secrets.
Well, now his whole race is dead.
Well, looks like curiosity killed this cat.
He's just fine.
What a crushing defeat!
While He-Man had little trouble overpowering Lion-O's physique, the Eye of Thundera is easily the most dangerous weapon He-Man has ever faced, more than capable of obliterating him if given the chance.
Not only can the Power Sword deflect all Lion-O's main attacks, it's obvious He-Man is strong enough to break the Sword of Omens, just like how the super strong and horribly named Tugmug broke it in the Thundercats show.
A moon weighs approximately 70 quintillion metric tons. The highest official amount a human being has ever lifted without support is over 260 kilograms. Even after excluding the cordite battle harness, He-Man is 10 quadrillion times stronger than the strongest men on Earth.
See,
Damn.
you guys all thought you'd never see He-Man pound a pussy.
The winner is He-Man.
Come on, Boomstick.
Remember, kids, it is very important to always get your pets spayed and neutered. Otherwise, it may lead to unstable behavior and unauthorized breeding.
I miss my balls.
Alright. Anyway, they gave it away. I'm sure everybody already knew. You know, big surprise for this one is that we're doing this. Goku vs Superman. Alright. Sure, everyone and their grandma who's seen Death Battle knows how this one ends. Doesn't mean I'm changing my vote. Goku is better than Superman.
Born to dying races and sent to brave new worlds, these two alien saviors are legendary.
And everybody wants to know who would kick whose ass in a fight. And I mean everyone.
Goku, the tenacious Super Saiyan.
And Superman, the Man of Steel.
To ensure no questions are left unanswered, we will be acknowledging every official resource for both combatants. Though the original writings hold precedence, no mistranslations allowed. Also, as he was retconned and rebuilt in 1986, we will be examining the modern Superman.
Okay.
Considering Supes pre-86 could make up new superpowers on the fly and destroy entire solar systems by sneezing, probably a good idea. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's just some random guy.
You know what that sound is?
Really?
Light the fuse.
Kakarot was born to a low-class Saiyan warrior on the planet Vegeta. He narrowly escaped the extinction of his entire race when he was sent to Earth with a single, simple mission.
Destroy everything! Then he conveniently bumped his head and forgot about it all!
Dubbed Goku by his adoptive grandfather, his life revolves around combat.
Full name, Son Goku. Birth name, Kakarot. Age 53, but his body is only 45. Is 5'9", weighs 137 pounds. Is a radish farmer. And is trained under the masters Roshi, Korin, Popo, Kami, North Kai, and the Old Kai.
He cares little for anything else, unless food is involved.
Can I have another bowl, please?
At 12 years old, he was trained by Master Roshi and
Trained with Grandpa Gohan, which taught him Kung Fu and basic ki training. Roshi, which was who trained him with intense labor, which developed superhuman abilities. Trained with Korin, which increased his endurance and opponent anticipation. Trained with Kami and Popo, which increased his senses and gave him access to meditation and more precision. And trained with King Kai, which advanced his ki training as well as allowed him to train under 10 times gravity.
Kame-sen and Ryu, which pushes a person to superhuman levels.
Complementing his Saiyan biology, Goku's superhuman strength, speed, and senses skyrocketed. He developed numerous fighting techniques, including the fast-moving After Image and
After Image, Dragon Throw, Mimicry, Rock, Scissors, Paper, Fist Shockwave, Fist of 8 Hands. Yeah, you already told us the masters.
the Dragon Throw, his trademark grapple.
At 15, he was already so powerful that the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods! He was only a kid and his power level was already enormous.
It's over 9,000!
Not yet! Okay, now it is.
What? 9,000?
False! In the Japanese manga,
It
Goku's
was
power
only
level at that
8,000.
time was 8,000. But it doesn't even matter because power levels are absurd. The
they're
entire point of
bullshit.
introducing them was to show how unreliable and meaningless they were. By relying on power levels, the villains constantly underestimated the heroes. Therefore, using them to judge Goku's abilities is pointless. Besides, the Daizenshuu says that...
What now?
The official Dragon Ball Encyclopedia. It states power levels eventually become immeasurable. Not because they are so high they can't be measured, but because the characters, and hopefully the audience, have realized just how futile these numbers are.
I'm still 10 times stronger than you are.
That may be true, but strength isn't the only thing that matters.
We cannot judge Goku by his power level, nor can we through power scaling, the theory that he can achieve the same feats as lesser Dragon Ball characters. Goku's abilities are tailored to his personal training and experiences, not to mention anatomy.
I can breathe in space and you can't.
However, Goku does have a knack for mimicking ki techniques.
Ki is metaphysical, made up of things such as vigor, courage, and being in one's true mind.
It's basically a kind of natural life force energy and is a fundamental component of Taoist medicine and martial arts.
Right.
Oh, and it's not magic.
Dragon Ball creates
No.
a very distinct difference between ki and magic. Ki is dependent on the physical ability of the user, and magic users like Babidi are clearly using something different. Goku harnesses and manipulates his ki energy
Into badass lasers and stuff, like ki blasts, energy...
Alrighty, we've got Ki Blast, Destructo Disc, Solar Flare, Ki Barrier, Ki Cannon, Spear Bomb, and Dragon Fist. What about the Kamehameha?
barriers and the Destructo Disc, which he totally stole from Krillin. The Solar Flare blinds opponents, and the Spirit Bomb puts energy from other things into a giant death ball that takes friggin' forever to make.
and energy taken from sentient beings must be voluntary. The Spirit Bomb is fueled by positive energy, which is only effective against those filled with negative energy, aka evil. In the Super Android 13 film, Goku actually absorbs the ki gathered from the Spirit Bomb, becoming one with it, transforming and manipulating the energy himself.
But his two best moves are the Dragon Fist, where he supercharges his punch with a golden ki dragon, and the one and only Kamehameha, a giant focus beam which every kid in the world has always wanted to do. Don't
Yep.
lie, you've tried it.
Yeah. Means Total Destruction Wave, concentrates ki into a single point, requires some time to charge, and has variants, including the Jet, which propels Goku, Bending, which can be redirected midair, Super, which has planet bursting power, Twin Dragon Shot, which is released as spears, Continuous Rapid Fire, and the 10 times, which is the max output in Super Saiyan 4 after effects blast victims later.
Beam which every kid in the world has always wanted to do. Don't lie, you've tried it.
Goku also uses Ki for telekinesis and high-speed
Telekinesis, flight, key sensing, instant transmission, telepathy, and mind reading.
flight. He can even sense the power and location of other Ki sources, then teleport directly to them with instant transmission.
Which is light speed!
You dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
Again, false. This is another mistake in translation. According to the original manga, instant transmission is, well,
instantaneous.
Instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
It's no good. I can't concentrate.
Also, he can read minds.
Wait, what? Is there no limit to this Ki thing?
There is. Goku draws from a finite pool of Ki energy. So to increase his power, Goku perfected the art of Kaioken. This
Taught by the North Kai, manipulates Ki and physical power. Too much strain can be fatal. Multiplication amount is controlled, and Goku's highest is times 20.
amplifies Goku's Ki, multiplying his strength, speed, defense, and so on.
Only one problem. It puts a giant strain on his body and could even kill him.
Kaioken times 20!
Kaioken.
But Goku does not have to rely solely on his Ki. He wields the Power Pole, a magical staff which expands and contracts.
When he's hurt, eating a sensu bean heals him up, and to get around, he...
Power Pole is indestructible, extends and contracts on command, has a limitless reach. I thought it had a limit. Flying Nimbus can fly at Mach 1.5, exclusive to people with a pure heart, and sensu beans can instantly heal wounds and broken bones, restores all their Ki, and is stored in a belt pouch.
Rides the Flying Nimbus, a flying cloud which probably tastes like cotton candy.
Still, the Kaioken was Goku's trump card for some time until a fateful battle with the tyrant Frieza, who pushed Goku past his limits to achieve the legendary form of
Super Saiyan.
There are 4 different levels of Super Saiyan.
Grade 8 increases base power by 10. Full power Super Saiyan increases base power by 50. Sorry, multiplies it by 50 and multiplies it by 10. Super Saiyan 2 is double the power of Super Saiyan 1. Super Saiyan 3 is 4 times the power of Super Saiyan 2. And Super Saiyan 4 is 10 times power of Super Saiyan 3. So that's a times 100 boost, 400 times boost, 4,000 times boost with Super Saiyan 4.
Each drastically boosting his power.
Like the Kaioken, each form does burden his body, though Goku has trained to minimize this.
Super Saiyan 3 multiplies the already combined power of Super Saiyan 2 by 4, but comes at a horrible price. That hair. Oh, and it pretty much destroys his body while he's using it, but my god, the hair!
Fortunately for Goku, the life-sapping Super Saiyan 3 form would be trumped by his final transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This form alters his body to better endure the 4,000 times power increase.
Complete with pink...
Jeez, remember when Super Saiyan 4 was the final transformation? I know you can't see my quotation marks, but I hope you heard them. Fucking final my ass. Alright.
Fur and eyeshadow. Fear the ultimate form.
With each transformation, minus full power Super Saiyan 1, Goku loses some self-control, becoming more violent and instinct-prone.
When I'm at this power level, it's hard for me to listen to reason. I just lose control.
Goku's greatest strength is his tenacity and never-give-up attitude. He does not fight to defeat others, he fights to defeat himself. However, this may also be his greatest weakness.
He prefers a fair fight, eager to see his opponent's maximum potential.
He's about to reach his maximum! This could be your last chance! I want him to reach his maximum!
No, kill him! Fucking kill him.
I want to fight him when he's at his best.
But when the whole world is at stake, well, hindsight is 20/20.
And although he's more than tough enough to survive in a vacuum, he
See, that's the thing, is like, Goku, most heroes in a situation where it's like, I like to fight strong people, I like fair fights, I want to be honorable. When it comes to somebody like Darkseid or Frieza who wants to destroy the planet, they say, okay, fuck honor and stuff, you know, we gotta fight how we fight for our lives. But Goku, because of the Dragon Balls, he's just like, whatever. Let him go. Let him get stronger. They blow up the planet, I'll collect the Dragon Balls and wish everybody back. Anyways, avoids unfair advantages, no formal education, sometimes too forgiving, super forms drain his energy, and has limited amount of ki.
clearly needs oxygen, so no breathing in space.
Plus, well, Goku's not very bright. Despite some basic schooling from Roshi, Goku has never had a day of certified formal education in his life. It took him years just to learn how to drive.
But why the hell would Goku need to drive a car?
Even so, Goku understands his weaknesses. To him, a formal education would just be a waste of time. He is already a genius when it comes to martial arts.
Yep.
And even if he does get the hell beaten out of him, he improves with every fight.
And that is what Goku is all about. He thrives on becoming stronger and bursting limits, and has overcome every obstacle in his way.
Even marriage.
Goku
Yep.
might just be the greatest martial artist in fictional history.
What?
Facts.
What are you? I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. Allied to good! Nightmare to you!
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
Kal-El was born to a high-class scientist on the planet Krypton. He narrowly escaped the destruction of his home world when his father sent him to Earth with the goal of preserving human life.
Well, what a coincidence! Except for the whole saving human life thing. After landing on Earth, he was found and raised by the Kent.
Alternate identity is Clark Joseph Kent. Birth name Kal-El. Age 39. 6'3", 225 pounds. Married to Lois Lane. And his occupation is Pulitzer Prize winning investigative reporter.
Who decided to name him Clark? And weren't they surprised when they found out he was an alien with superpowers?
After discovering his true heritage, Clark refused to accept his Kryptonian side. He subconsciously developed mental barriers that blocked him from attaining his full power, which he would work to uncover throughout the rest of his life.
Stupid power-limiting brain?
After graduating college in 2 years and traveling the world as a secret superhero, Clark moved to the city of Metropolis as an investigative reporter, and donned the red and blue to publicly announce his presence as the Superman, defender of truth, justice, and the American way, until he renounced his American citizenship.
Mild-mannered
Wait,
Clark
what?
kept his identity a secret with the brilliant
His American citizenship.
I intend to speak before the United Nations tomorrow and inform them that I am renouncing my U.S. citizenship. I'm tired of having my actions construed as instruments of U.S. policy. Truth, justice, and the American way is not enough anymore.
Mild-mannered Clark kept his identity a secret with the brilliant disguise of nerdy glasses and wimpy demeanor.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Proving that people only see what they want to believe.
Yep.
Boomstick, that's surprisingly profound.
Since then, his power's been pretty inconsistent, mostly due to the writers doing whatever the hell they please.
Well,
Yep.
there is a legitimate explanation. Superman's powers are dependent on the ultrasolar rays of the sun. By absorbing yellow or blue sunlight,
Solar radiation, constant power absorption, healing factor. Yellow sunlight increases power. Red sunlight has no effect, and blue sunlight doubles the increase. and adds new abilities.
His power rises. However, he cannot absorb sunlight from a red star. So, if you take away a yellow sun, you slowly take away Superman's powers.
He's solar powered! They call him the world's first superhero, but sounds more like the world's first hippie to me.
Now, the intensity of solar radiation disperses the further away it gets from its source, so the closer Superman is to the sun, the more solar radiation he'll absorb.
So he gathers more power the higher he gets? He is a hippie!
In the Justice League series, Our World's at War, Superman actually spent 15 minutes inside the sun. When he resurfaced, he was powerful enough to effortlessly move planets.
He can also hear sounds millions of miles away, see through.
Super hearing, X-ray vision, except for lead, telescopic vision, microscopic vision, electromagnetic spectrum vision, and theta vision, which allows him to see a person's aura.
Anything but lead and spot things moving faster than light.
He can see at a subatomic level and hear through the vacuum of space. Somehow. He can even see your soul.
What?
Bro, just... Are you sure he's not still just making up powers on the fly? Because I feel like he's still making up powers on the fly.
It happened.
Well, weird abilities aside, Superman can freeze his enemies in ice or create hurricanes.
Alright, he can fly, he has super strength, super speed, healing factor, thought we mentioned that already. Super breath, arctic breath, heat vision with a max temperature that is unknown, and drains his solar power quick.
Just by breathing. And to top it all off, he shoots laser beams from his eyes.
His heat vision can be expanded to encompass anything within Superman's sight and reach temperatures hotter than the sun.
He can incinerate entire planets in a staring contest.
However, heat vision does drain his solar power much faster than any other ability, especially when he amps it up.
Damn.
And with precision, heat vision can reach microscopic levels invisible to the human eye.
Heat vision. Focus through your pupils like a scalpel. Instant lobotomy.
Superman can vibrate his body fast enough to phase through attacks, even turn invisible. By vibrating to just under light speed, Superman can use the infinite mass punch. The speed
that's Barry's thing.
Causes the relative mass of his fist to increase.
Accelerate to near light speed, creates relativistic mass, impact equivalent to 10 octillion megatons, uses a lot of energy, planet busting, and speed force regulates durability if necessary, ensuring survival. But that doesn't work for him, right? Speed force doesn't affect Superman, because he's not a speedster.
Immensely and hits with the force of a supernova,
which explodes at a force of 10 octillion megatons. Thanks, back to the day calendar.
In comparison, this is the Tsar, the most powerful bomb mankind has ever tested. 50 megatons.
So that punch is like 200 septillion super nukes. That's 24 zeros, bitches.
Damn.
Superman is not only strong, but a genius with a super brain that can process information thousands of times faster than an average.
Super brain, perfect photographic memory, technological genius, master technician, can read and memorize DNA, and taught all remaining Kryptonian knowledge by Jor-El.
Average human. He is capable of strategic fighting even while traveling 8 times the speed of light.
He's an expert in disabling opponents through pressure point.
Learn pressure points with Batman, hand-to-hand with Wonder Woman, boxing with Wildcat, psychic barriers with John Johns, train with Mongol II to uncover his full potential, has precise muscle control, and Torquism Rao and Torquism Vo enhances and protects body and mind.
Combat, and once fought demons in Valhalla alongside Wonder Woman and Thor for 1,000 frickin' years.
Damn.
He's even learned how to protect his mind from telepathic attacks.
I heard your telepathic shout before, but my mind is protected from anything deeper by a series of psychic blocks.
Best I've seen, too.
He also studied 2 Kryptonian martial arts, Torquism Rao and Torquism Vo.
Orgasm what now?
Torquism Rao is a hard martial art in which Superman enters the Theta state, a real-life phenomenon in which a person becomes extremely receptive to information and instinct. Torquism Vo is a mental martial art with which Superman can fight off mind domination and illusions, or even counterattack.
In order to master all his powers, Superman needed to break through his own self-created mental blocks. Like how when he was younger, he believed he needed to eat food and breathe oxygen like humans, when he can really just survive on solar energy alone, like some weird plant man.
And thanks to some intense training from Mongol II, he managed to tear these barriers down and become the true Superman, capable of amazing feats.
Yeah, like when he obliterated an F5 tornado with a round of applause, or when he was the filling for a planet sandwich, or held a mini black hole in his hand. Oh, or the time he dragged the frickin' Earth around. Superman has survived some pretty crazy things, like when cold gas hit him with 15 supernovas to the face.
That was like 15 suns exploding in his face.
I just said that.
Exaggeration? Maybe, but he has survived other supernovas before. When he takes a hit, his super dense molecular structure and bioelectric aura protects him and his suit.
Holy crap, he sounds invincible.
Not exactly. His solar energy can be depleted over the course of a battle if he takes too much damage or remains out of sunlight for too long. This is how the monster...
Needs constant solar radiation, is weak to kryptonite, weak to magic, and spends more time protecting others than improving his skill.
Doomsday was able to kill him. Oh, sorry, not kill, put him into a healing coma. He also has several specific weaknesses, like the famous kryptonite, radioactive fragments of his home world which bring him to his knees. Any prolonged exposure will eventually kill him. He also has no special resistance to magical attacks.
And he always gets all hung up on doing the right thing, even if it makes his life miserable.
He does not fight for himself, but to protect others. Even the buildings in Metropolis are more valuable to him than his own life.
Stupid.
Most of the time. Point is, Superman spends more time defending the city than actually improving his own abilities.
But remove all those pesky feelings about saving people and look out!
I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard, always taking constant care not to break something, to break someone. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time!
And I know he was talking to Darkseid there, but bro was really talking to us. Rare opportunity with Goku here, where he can just let loose. Regardless, I think this one's a good fight. There's one of them that I know is I hate it. When we get to it, you know. But I think this one's a good fight. Let's let the Superman fanboys get their win. I'm sorry, Goku.
For a death battle!
Look, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's gonna kill us! I
Don't worry, folks. This looks like a job for Super... Whoa! I got it.
Earlier today, Superman heroically rescued Metropolis from disaster once again. The
That was
Man of
Superman.
Tomorrow saved a downed airliner which would have crashed.
Superman, huh? Wow, he looks really strong. What, that pretty boy ass clown? Please, I could kill him with my eyes closed. Even faster than that stupid transforming hedgehog.
Just look at him, wearing his underwear on the outside. I bet it chafes.
Don't be so sure. I sense him. He's strong. Stronger than anyone I've ever fought.
Oh
Are you
shit.
serious?
Finally, someone as strong as me!
Screw you.
heard he's an alien!
An alien? It's only a matter of time before he destroys the planet!
Fucking racist ass Goku, man. Come on. You're an alien. Two of your best friends are aliens. You were fucking trained by aliens. Like, come on, man.
Hey there.
Hello.
You look pretty strong. Let's fight.
Fight? Well, that's really what I do.
Okay, he wasn't asking.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
You're insane.
Yep.
Fight. You're out, Max. Give up.
Oh, what? Damn.
What? I can't move.
So, you're an alien too, huh?
What did you do to me?
Pressure points. Didn't work at first, but my X-ray and microscopic vision let me find your body's weak points. You won't be going anywhere. What is that?
Ah, sensu beam. Want one?
No.
No.
I'm ending this. Now.
Yeah, no.
What? Okay, Blondie, what's going on?
Oh man.
I am Son Goku. And
I am a Super Saiyan. Fuck Blackboard.
Well, this might take a while. What? Oh, no, not now.
Huh? Hey, what are you doing?
Freaking Goku in his bear fight.
Is that rock hurting you?
Kryptonite.
There. Okay, let's go.
What? Why?
I want to beat you at your best. It's no fun if it's not fair.
Gee, thanks.
Gee, bro.
Gee, thanks.
Oh my god. That is gonna be one of the funniest things I've ever fucking seen. Oh, thanks. Just gives him a fucking face full of foot.
What if you could taste the
Oh, come on.
We turned that idea into an $11.3 million business with Wix. One movie night.
Damn.
Next time, watch your blind spot.
Good advice.
Deja vu.
Feels like...
Parabolic step!
You guys think you should take this out of the city?
The game's not as fun when you're losing, is it?
Game? You think this is a game?
Well, yeah.
I haven't even begun to play.
At least they're finally taking it out of the city.
wait. Not another.
Shut up. Beat his ass. Come on, Goku.
What makes him so strong?
Attacking my mind, huh?
Yeah, that was bad.
My turn. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Going all out.
Here we go again.
It's over, Superman. Nobody is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. My ultimate form.
Ultimate form, huh? About time you ran out of hairstyles. Don't have much left in me. Have to get above those clouds.
Oh, no, you don't!
Went with the classic Dragon Ball finisher of sending him to the sun, which has the opposite effect when it comes to Superman.
Good. Fight. Wait, there's no way. He's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the sun. He's using the sun. But I'm drained. Sun, lend me your energy.
So who's gonna charge first? Looks like Stu. Oh shit. Still not enough though. Get him, Goku. Oh. Poor Goku. The one opponent he'll never beat.
It's over! It's finally over!
No, it will never be over. Goku deserves to win, goddammit. I don't fucking care.
We never have to hear about it again!
Come on. Even after doing this fight 3 times, you know that's not true.
Indeed. Superman may not be as tenacious as Goku, but sometimes tenacity only prolongs the inevitable.
Superman's power is insane! He can even patch up holes in reality just with his own static electricity.
Goku did not understand Superman's connection to the sun and would not think to teleport him to a red star. Even if he did figure it out, he would run the risk of teleporting him to a blue star, which actually increases Superman's power.
And if Goku destroyed the sun, the supernova would blast all the way past Mars and incinerate him.
So it ultimately comes down to who is stronger, faster, and tougher. The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit by 1% is about 1,000 times less than the object's mass. The Earth weighs in just under 6.6 sextillion tons. This means Superman is strong enough to move 6.6 quintillion tons.
But since his solar power can rise infinitely, this is nowhere near his maximum strength.
You're lifting 200 quintillion tons. That's 3 times your record.
God damn.
While being timed by Max Lord, Superman flew to the sun and back in less than 2 minutes. That's 9.4 billion kilometers per hour.
Not to mention he was fighting Wonder Stripper the whole time.
True, so it's likely he can go faster. According to Batman, he can fly at least 17 billion kilometers per hour.
And nobody argues with Batman.
Fair.
The Man of Steel can survive the impact of multiple supernovas, each with about 10 octillion megatons of force.
So Superman's feats and skills are definitively measured. However, Goku's are not, and are difficult to judge. Not only does Dragon Ball heavily abuse cinematic time, but Goku's final adventures in Dragon Ball GT are incredibly inconsistent due to his untimely transformation into a child.
Yeah.
The room got a lot bigger somehow.
As Ki is dependent on the physical body, his child form likely could not handle his own Ki, sending his power into flux.
Which is why
I can't take it. It's too weak. My older body was more developed.
And obviously we're not using future Goku, because that would require a ridiculous amount of assumptions.
Yeah.
Not to mention we'd have to use future Superman, who's pretty much God. So like Superman, we need to judge Goku in his prime.
After experimenting with dozens of different theories, we discovered an ironclad method to finding Goku's limits, which we call the gravity formula, based around his training in increased gravity. Due to his style of training and Saiyan heritage, Goku increases his abilities proportionate to the amount of force he trains under.
Saiyans are born with a unique ability to fight anywhere.
While in base form, Goku could lift just under 40 tons. This is equivalent to 586 times normal Earth gravity, which we will use in the gravity formula alongside the Super Saiyan power increases to calculate Goku's maximum potential.
Multiplying the 40 tons by the Super Saiyan forms means he can lift up to 160,000 tons in Super Saiyan 4. Strong enough to pick up a continent. Or my ex-wife. Haha! Right after Goku trained on King Kai's planet, which has gravity 10 times stronger than Earth's, he flew across Snake Way Road as fast as possible to save his friends. It took him 28 hours. Impressive, since that's 1 million kilometers long.
Except it's filled with curves and Goku flew straight over it. So how far did he actually travel? By comparing Goku's height to a single spike, we can measure each curve. We can then remove those curves from the overall length. So it turns out Goku actually flew 307,000 kilometers, nearly 11,000 kilometers per hour.
To see how fast his base form is by the end of the series, we run the Snake Way number through the gravity formula to find that his top speed clocks in at over 2.5 billion kilometers per hour, over 2 times the speed of light.
We can determine Goku's durability through this bomb, which the brilliant Dr. Gero designed to kill Goku at age 25, when his maximum potential was
Yeah, but there was no proof it would have killed him.
Kaioken times 4.
That was intended for Goku.
It was intended to be a last resort.
Scans of the bomb display a TNT measurement of 657. Bulma says the bomb could destroy the Earth, so this is likely measured in quadrillion megatons, since it takes at least 53 quadrillion megatons of force to destroy the Earth.
So in his final form, Goku can survive up to nearly 35 sextillion megatons.
Goku doesn't rely solely on his physical abilities. He amplifies his strength and durability with Ki.
But even though his Ki reserve cannot be measured, we can determine his maximum output. See, his Ki attacks do not force him backward unless he allows them to.
Even when firing upward at full power, the ground beneath him remains untouched.
Therefore, according to physics, his maximum output is at most equal to the amount of force he can withstand.
Luckily, we just calculated that with the Gero bomb.
Alright, now that we've determined Goku's maximum...
I feel like they lowballed Goku. But either way, you know, it's not gonna matter. I think they explain it better in the third one that they did, where it's like Goku will always lose because of how he's designed. Like, he's designed to fight an opponent, lose, and then overcome that hurdle, grow and get stronger, surpass his limits. Whereas Superman is a character who was designed to not have limits. He sees a problem, and he is the solution. No matter what, he will find the way to win. Not by getting beat and coming back stronger, but by simply powering through with sheer force of will.
Potential, let's compare it to Superman.
Holy shit! Not
Not even close. We know. We get it.
even close.
Now, we can keep throwing feats and equations around, but in the end, numbers cannot measure what Goku and Superman are capable of. They are both ultimate heroes, solutions to daunting problems, and achievers of the impossible. The difference is at the core of their character. Goku has never been invincible. He has very clear limits and must overcome those limits to solve the problems at hand. That's the whole point. On the other hand, Superman's story is not about the fight to become the best, but of an
See, this is what I was just saying.
immigrant facing the challenge of home versus heritage. After accepting his alien side, Superman has reached his full potential, which, under the endless power of the sun, is essentially limitless. In short, Superman is as strong as he needs to be.
Yep.
So, what happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against another who has no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give it all.
Goku just can't keep up with a Man of Steel.
The winner is Superman.
He might have won, but Goku will always be the true winner in my book. I mean, if you like Superman, good for you. But I hate him because what they were just saying, he's the solution to every problem. They write themselves into a corner, Superman shows up with some new power, and he saves the day. Like, Zack Snyder's Justice League, or even, I think the original Justice League was like this too, but either way, when they're fighting Steppenwolf, the entire Justice League, Flash, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, they're all getting their ass beat. Superman shows up and just slaps Steppenwolf around like he's a fucking toddler. It's like, he can't be that much stronger than the whole team. Otherwise, what's the point of even having the team? The Avengers were formed because there was problems they couldn't take on alone. Superman proved in that moment that the League wasn't necessary. They couldn't handle the problem that he could. It's just, it's stupid to me. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Like, subscribe, check out Death Battle, give them love. They deserve it. Not for this episode. Fuck Superman. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Peace out.